Are you tickled by tigers? Are you wowed by whales? Are you crazy about crocodiles? Well, here's a guy who's zany about zebras, our wild guest master, Neil Crone.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Hi. How are you? Hi. Hello. Hi, everybody. Leopards and lynxes. Everybody at home, how are you today? Thanks for joining us on Wild Guess, and thank you, studio audience, for being here. Good to have you. Hey, give yourselves a round. Yeah. You're looking great. Now, this is just a hunch, but I think today's show is going to be particularly wild because over here, I'm very glad to have this table here, actually, because there's a wild bunch of people back here. The leopards and the lynxes. Yes, yes, indeed. Welcome to the show. Let's meet our team tamer for the leopards today, our very own Linda Verry. Hi, Linda. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. What a great audience.
Yeah. Who do you have with you today?
I have joining me today Julia and Jason.
Hello.
Julia is 8 years old. She's a fabulous baseball player. She plays second base. Mm-hmm. And you want to be a
veterinarian.
A veterinarian. Why?
Because I've had a lot of experience with dogs and animals, and I have a dog of my own and a bird.
Terrific.
Yeah. You're well on your way. And Jason is 10, and he's interested, oh God, in so many things, science and computers. And why don't you tell us what you want to be when you grow up? Something very interesting.
I want to be either a nuclear physicist or a chemist, and I would like to have lots of money and help people while I'm doing it. And I really enjoy astronomy.
Great. Well, those are all good things to have. Yeah,
what a
terrific.
team.
Welcome to the show, Leopards. Good luck to you. Your opponents over here, led by Mairlyn Smith, the team tamer for the Lynx.
Hello.
How are you?
I have over on my team, I have Jennifer and Kyle. And Jennifer, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I can't really decide, but I'd like to be either a teacher or a bus driver.
Which one would you rather be?
A bus driver.
Why?
Because you get to go all over the town and meet all sorts of kids.
That's great. And Kyle over here is quite the chef, I hear. Kyle?
Yes. Sometimes when my mom or dad's out, I get a chance to cook, and I like to cook spaghetti. It's quite easy, and I like to put lots of spices and things in it.
So I'm going to go over to Kyle's place for dinner tonight.
Okay, for Mexican spaghetti.
Yeah.
Okay, terrific. Welcome, Lynxes. You guys look great. You're going to have a great game today. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to learn a lot of stuff. And there are, of course, some wonderful prizes for our contestants on Wild Guess today. So let's go over to the big board right now and find out how we play Wild Guess, shall we?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Sure.
All righty, here we go. Now, there are 6 categories of questions on Wild Guess that we choose from. They are living proof, triviology, creature feature, call of the wild, monkey business, and catnip's a special one. Now, the first question in each round is worth 30 points to you, all righty? Now, if you get that question wrong for some reason, you will hear this sound. Okay, kind of an ugly sound, and Mary likes to make that sound, all right? So don't let her do it. Now, if you answer the question right, you'll hear this sound. Isn't that better? Okay, so go for that. Now, don't despair if you answer that question wrong. You still have a chance, okay? You can use your
Wild Guess!
Right-o, that's your secret weapon, and that's worth 20 points to you, all right? Now, use that wisely, because if you don't get the Wild Guess correct, then your opponents get a chance to answer the question for 10 points, all right? And those points can really accumulate. So, that's the way it goes. It's really very simple to work. And we're going to get underway right now. Our first question is in the living proof category, and it goes over to our friends, the leopards. Alrighty, so listen up, leopards. Here we go. Now then, you're going to see a number of animals, alrighty? 4 of them, actually, in action. One of them is different from the others for some reason. And your job is to identify the odd animal out, alrighty? So I want you to watch your monitors very shortly. 3 of these 4 animals carry their young on their backs. The 4th carries its baby on its stomach or chest. Which animal is it? Is it the giant anteater, the opossum, the common loon, or the 3-toed sloth? There's our sloth. 1, 2, 3, or 4. What do you think, leopards? For 30 points, and the first one to be on the board today on this game of Wild Guess.
On my back like that, Neil. Well, they're going with number 3.
Number 3, the common loon. Uh-oh, you got that buzzer from Mary, which means it's wrong, but you have the Wild Guess if you want to use it.
They're going to go for it, Neil.
Okay, good luck, leopards. For 20 points now.
Come on, leopards.
Bearing in mind that if they get it wrong, their opponents get a shot.
They're going
at
with number 4.
And you're right. Yes, the wild guess paid off for the leopards this time. Congratulations. In fact, sloths carry their young on their stomach because they eat, sleep, and spend most of their time hanging upside down from tree branches. Isn't that odd? Okay. Well done. 20 points to 0 so far. Our next living proof question for our friends, the lynx. All right, so listen up. 3 of these 4 seals give birth to pups which are unable to swim until several weeks after birth. In contrast, which of the following seals is able to swim immediately after its birth? Watch your monitors, please. Is it the harp seal, the gray seal, the harbor seal, or is it the hooded seal?
Didn't know
There's
there
a
were that
hooded
many
seal there.
kinds of seals. Okay, now my team
1,
is
2, 3, or
discussing.
4.
They're going with number 2, the gray seal. Oh, and it's wrong. Do you want to take a wild guess?
Incorrect
again?
answer. They're going to use the wild
Yes,
guess
they are.
option. They
Okay.
want to tie this game up 20-20 if they
We
can.
hope so, Neil. Okay, they're discussing it. And if you come with a good one, all right, they're going with number 4, the hooded
4?
seal.
Oh, trouble for the lynx. That means your opponents, the leopards, get a shot for 10 points.
What do you think it is? They are going with number 3, Neil.
Number 3 is absolutely correct. Yes, for 10 points. Unlike the other seals, the harbor seal spends the first few days of life floating in the water near the shore with its mother in close attendance. Okay, the score 30-0 so far. Leopards jumping out ahead to a quick lead. Alrighty, now it's time for Triviology. Alrighty, we can go over to our leopards again. It's your chance for a Triviology question. Now then, I want you to watch your monitors right now, please. You are looking at a herd of African zebras. Zebras can live to be as old as horses, actually. How long can these zebras live?
Oh, boy.
Would you say they live to be 15 years old, 7 years old, 29 years old, or 21 years old?
Guys, that's one of my favorite animals, too, and I don't know.
What do you think?
They're debating.
Striped friends, the zebras. How old do they live? 1, 2, 3,
They're
4.
going with number 4, Neil.
21 years old? Uh-oh, and you get the buzzer there again. That means it's incorrect.
Do you want to go with the wild guess? Yeah. Okay.
They're gonna
we'll
take
go-
a wild
yeah,
guess? Okay,
we're going
good
with
luck.
the wild guess. They're going to go with number 1.
Number 1,
we
buzzer
got a
number 2, which
chance.
means the lynx get a chance to get on the board now for 10
Okay,
points.
now they've already guessed number 1 and number 4, so you're going between number 2 and number 3, kids. Which one do you think it is? They're going with number 3, 29.
Hey,
It's right.
congratulations, Lynx. You're on the board with 10 points. Yeah, although most zebras pass on well before the age of 29, some have lived to be 29 years old, which equals the lifespan of a horse, indeed. And there's our friends, the zebras there. Okay, now it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for a special question from our team tamer for the Lynx, Mairlyn Smith.
I have a question for you in the studio audience and also for you at home. The question is, contrary to popular belief, rabbits will scream loudly if they're attacked or startled. Is that true or false? Screaming rabbits. Think about it. We'll be back after this.
Our Wild Guess winners and team runners-up will each receive family passes to African Lion Safari. Thrill to the animal shows and safari through the exciting world of African wildlife. And family passes to Marineland Niagara Falls, where you will find a world of fun and entertainment. World famous for spectacular marine shows featuring killer whales, dolphins, and sea lions.
In addition, our 2 team winners will each receive a set of hit sticks, a new electronic drum system that allows you to play them in the air.
And Pictionary, charades with a difference. Guess words from another player's wild sketches to play this fun, fast game for 3 or more players.
Our winners will also receive a limited edition VHS home video cassette of Baby Animals, an award-winning hour-long special by Keg Productions.
The team players with the highest overall score at the end of our 26-week series will each receive a 1-week family vacation at Stanton House on beautiful Sparrow Lake, one of Canada's finest resorts, a vacation the entire family will enjoy.
Okay, now, get ready.
Okay. Well, studio audience, what do you think? Is it true or false?
Wow.
You know, you can't trick everybody all the time. Okay. Well, you're absolutely right. You're also smart. Yes, rabbits do scream when they're scared or frightened. And there you go. We thought they were all nice little quiet little animals, and they're not. So, Neil, let's go back for a limerick.
Okay, thank you, Mairlyn. It's now time for my personal favorite, the limerick of the day here on Wild Guess. And this is for our friends, thank you very much, our friends the leopards and the lynx, and it goes like this. A leopard and lynx took a break from looking for fish in a lake. During the pause, they both sharpened their claws and decided they'd rather eat steak. Ba-dum-ba-dum. There you go. You know, now sometimes on Wild Guess, we like to give our team members a description of the kind of animals they are. Sometimes it helps them in their scoring and their attitude on the game. So I'm going to give you a brief description right now of the kind of animals that we have playing with us today. The leopards, for instance. Leopards are members of the Felidae family. And the snow leopards live in the Himalayas, where they hunt wild goats, sheep, deer, and boars. All right, there you are, leopards. Now, your friends, the lynx over here, are actually your cousins. Lynx are cousins of leopards. They are members of the Felinae family and are also related to bobcats, not the car. Lynx have long legs and very short tails and are nearly extinct in some parts of the world, which is sort of sad. Now, let's meet the people behind the animal, shall we? The lynx over here. We have Jennifer and Kyle. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Jennifer, you have a special collection, is that right?
I like to collect buttons.
Buttons? Are just buttons that fall off shirts and things?
No, they're the buttons that you pin on your shirt.
Oh, right, yeah.
I have about approximately 250.
Wow, that's a collection and a half.
I've been collecting since I was 3.
Uh-huh. Do you have a favorite button?
No.
No? Kind of hard to choose out of 250, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so do you have one particular blouse that you have all these buttons on, or?
No, it's a big piece of doll, and I'm starting my second one.
Oh, great. Well, hope it gets bigger and bigger. That's super, yeah. And Kyle over there, Kyle, you've recently returned from Newfoundland, is that right?
Yes, I went to Newfoundland in the summer with my mother.
Great.
To visit some of my mother's friends that were up there. And I had a lot of fun there.
It's a nice place, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful part of the country, yeah. Did you do anything special and have anything particular memories?
We went to a kind of a marine place where they had a whole bunch of seals and animals, and we went in there for a tour, and that was great.
Great. Well, listen, welcome to the show, guys. The score is now 10-30. You're behind a little bit, but don't let that can change very quickly. And your chance is coming up right now because we're moving into the creature feature segment. Here we go, okay?
Okay, thanks, Neil. It's our turn right now.
Alrighty, now, in the creature feature part of the game, I'm going to read several clues to you about a certain kind of animal, alrighty? And I want you to pick the animal out of a list that I give to you, alright? So here we go now. For 30 points, lynx. One of these fish is carnivorous and considered to be dangerous. When fully grown, this fish reaches a length of 2.5 meters or 8 feet and looks like a long pike or pickerel. Which of the following fish am I describing? Am I talking about the angelfish, the electric catfish, the barracuda, or the flying gurnard fish?
All right,
Chance for the lynx to leap ahead.
You're going to leap ahead, I hope, with number 3, the barracuda.
And well done. Nice leap, lynx. You are correct. Yes, I'm referring to the barracuda. In the West Indies, this fish is feared even more than the shark, if you can believe that. Barracuda hunt by sight rather than smell and are known for their swift attacks. Now, the barracuda bite is not always fatal, but you can get barracudies from them. Okay. Now then, creature feature number 2. Over to our friends, the leopards. The score now 30-40. This is for you. One of the following birds is a type of duck that has become famous for its soft and springy down, often used to stuff quilts, pillows, and comforters. Which of these animals am I describing? Am I talking about the black turnstone, the laughing gull, the Oregon junco, or the common eider? What do you think, leopards?
Oh, this is, I think, a tricky question, Neil.
It's a tough one.
Okay, they're going with number 4.
Number 4, and you're on top of things. Yeah, for 30 points. The leopard's not being outdone there. Yes, I'm describing the common eider. This bird lives in the sea area around coasts and near rivers where they can easily find shelter. The male eider is known as the drake. He's the one with the colorful black and white plumage. And there's our friends there, the eider down. Okay. Now it's time for Triviology segment number 2. And this Lynx, it's your chance to answer a Triviology question. So I want you to watch your monitors, please. Okay. Here we go. You are watching some killer whales, also known as orcas. These animals are voracious eaters and have huge appetites, hunting in packs. The question for you is, what is the largest number of orcas you would find in one pack? Would it be 5, 200, 40, or 250?
Okay,
How many killer whales in one pack?
And they're going with number 2, 200.
200?
Which is
Uh-oh,
wrong.
a buzzer for you.
Do you want to go for a wild guess, kids? Wild guess? Yes, they do.
Okay,
Yes, they
good
do,
luck
Neil.
on the wild guess. For 20 points.
Okay, they're going with
Tie game.
number 3 for 40. and it's
Congratulations! Yeah, you tied the game up, Lynx. I would choose none of the above, actually. If I was out in a dinghy, those are kind of scary animals, those killer whales. The greatest number of orcas, however, that you would find in one pack, or a pod, as it's called, is in fact 40. There they are there. Shifty-eyed killer whales. Okay, let's go over right now and have a little chat with our friends, the leopards, okay? We haven't talked to you yet. How are you doing?
You're doing great.
Great. Okay, we have Julia and Jason with us today, right? Okay, now, Julia, you have, you do a lot of reading, is that right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you read novels?
I just finished a story. It's called The Secret Garden.
I think I've read that.
I've read it.
Yeah, did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's about this little girl who was playing along one day and she found this little key and she went to the garden.
Found a secret garden, great. And do you have a favorite book?
Not right now.
But you'll probably find one as you go on. You read like a lot of books all the time?
Yeah.
Good for you, it's good for you. Yeah, good. And your friend over here, Jason, you're into computers, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah? So what do you like about computers?
Well, you can use them and the good graphics on them. Like sometimes you use the graphic display.
We do,
on
yeah.
yours.
Those are computer
And
graphics.
I'm interested in computers because of what they can do and artificial intelligence.
Well, yes, indeed.
But I don't have a computer yet. I hope my mom will buy me one.
This is a hint for Christmas.
Did you hear that, Mom? Yes. Now, I've been accused of having artificial intelligence, but I took it as a compliment, actually. Okay. The score is now 60-60, Leopards, okay? You're doing very well. It's a very close game. We're glad to have you guys on the show. And this next segment is for you, okay? We're moving into our Call of the Wild segment. So, Leopards, perk up your leopard ears. Here we go. Now, you are going to hear the call or sound that some animal makes. And based on that call, I want you to try and choose the name of that animal out of a list I'm going to give you, okay? So, leopards, listen to this, please. Okay, now the sound that you just heard was made by two animals courting. They follow each other around with very pronounced steps and throw their heads back while they make this sound. Now, was that animal making that sound? Was it the brown pelican? Was it the blue-footed booby? Was it the brown-headed cowbird? Or was it the wild burrow?
Who writes these questions?
A tough call, the wild question for you.
Well, they're going with number 4.
Uh-oh. Trouble there for you. It is not number 4.
Gee, okay.
You want to use that wild guess?
Yes, we're going to go for the wild guess.
Okay, they're going to try and break the stalemate here.
Oh, they're going to plunge into number 2.
Well done. Some great play going on here. The leopards leap ahead by 20 points. Yeah, the bluefoots, found on the west coast of extreme southern California to Peru, repeat their courtship displays again and again, not only to attract the mate, but to reinforce the bond. Okay. That's how you make a marriage work, everybody. Good stuff. All righty. Call the wild number 2 for our friends the Lynx. The score now 80-60. You're behind just a little bit. So I want you to listen to this, please. Use your ears. Okay. Kind of a strange one there. That sound was made by an animal found in North America. It is omnivorous and will travel long distances in search of food it finds in water or on land. Now, am I talking about a tiger, the black bear, a harbor seal, or the American alligator?
I'm totally
What do you think, Lynx?
Hope my team is going to go with number 2, the black bear.
Congratulations, yeah. And the Lynx take the lead in this game now. The black bear can have a home range up to 94 square kilometers, or 36 square miles, in which they roam in search of food. That's a long way to go for a meal. They just send out for something. There's our friend there, black bears, playing around, or are they fighting? I'm not sure. Okay, now let's go over to Team Tamer for the leopards. Linda Verry. Linda, you have a question for everybody?
I have a very unusual question for our audience, so perk up your ears for this, and also for you at home. This is a true or false question. The common sponge, which you know you use at night when you bathe, do you think it is actually a type of plant that grows in the sea? What do you think? Hello and welcome back to Wild Guess. Now we're going to go back to the audience. Did you think that question about the sponges was true or false? True! Well, they're kind of mixed on that. Well, it is absolutely false.
Ah.
The common sponge is really a simple type of animal, and what doubles for your washcloth is really the fibrous skeleton of the sponge. But you didn't know that. And back to our bathed and sponge-like host, Neil.
Thank you very much, I think. All right, it's now time to jump into a little monkey business. All right, now in this category, what we do is we show you some animals engaging in some kind of peculiar, kind of weird activities. And it's your job to tell us what they're doing or why they're doing it, all righty? So here we go. This one is for our friends, the leopards. Here we go. Now then, watch your monitor, please, leopards. Now, the small, smelt-like fish that you are looking at are capelin. Why are the capelin trying to swim up onto the beach? Are they warming up? Are they laying eggs? Are they escaping sharks? Or are they eating algae? What do you think? 1, 2, 3, or 4. For 30 points in the lead in this game.
This is an important
A very
one for
close
us.
game.
Okay. They're going with number 1.
Uh-oh, boy, and Mary's getting some exercise in that buzzer today. That is incorrect, guys.
Should we go for the wild guess? Yeah. Okay, they are going with number 3.
And that is also incorrect.
we get a
Oh, tough
chance?
luck. So the Lynx get a shot at it now for 10
What
points.
do you think? All right, they're going with number 4. They're eating algae.
Oh, and nobody picked up on this one today. In fact, the answer is number 2. They are laying eggs. Yes, each June, capelin swarm to the shores of Canada's Atlantic coast. Female capelin lay up to 60,000 eggs at one time. Can you imagine the diaper bills? All right, monkey business number 2. This is for our friends, the Lynx. The score now 90 to 80 of a slim lead. Try to hang on to it. Watch your monitors now, please, Lynx. You are looking at 2 blue herons flying and dancing around each other. What are they really doing? Are they fighting? Are they greeting? Are they playing? Or are they grooming?
Ooh, they're going to go with number 2 already. They're going with greeting. Hello there.
Oh, and
it's
another
wrong.
buzzer.
Do you want to go
The
for the
air is
wild
full of
guess?
buzzers today.
They're going to go for the wild guess. This they are.
Okay, good for you. They want to protect that lead.
They are fighting.
Good for you. Well done. Yes, indeed, Lynx, they are fighting. Herons are usually sociable birds, nesting in colonies with other species of birds. However, herons are extremely territorial and can become provoked if an intruder threatens their territory. All righty? All right, now it is time for our catnip round, my friends. Those red plungers in front of you, been wondering what those are all about? They are for a particularly nasty kind of dynamite called catnips. And I'm going to read you one question for both teams. The first team to hit the buzzer after you've heard the question, after, mind you, gets a shot at answering the question for 30 points. If you answer the question incorrectly, then you will lose 10 points. Alrighty? So listen up. Here's the first catnip for both teams. Which of the following is the heaviest living reptile? Is it the saltwater crocodile, or is it the Galapagos tortoise? And the leopards are first in the buzzer.
You don't have to you can just tell
The
them.
Galapagos tortoise.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. That is incorrect as well. So a loss of 10 points there, but don't worry, there's more catnips coming. Catnip number 2. Ready? Here's up. What is the correct term for an adult male turkey? Would it be a gander or a gobbler? Leopards are there again.
Gobbler.
Well done. Yes, for 30 points. And a tie game.
It's time.
A tie game. Here we go. Another catnip for you. Try to break the stalemate. Here we are. Which of these 2 bees is the larger? Is the honeybee larger or the bumblebee larger? And the Lynx are there.
The bumblebee.
You are absolutely correct. Yes, indeedy. 30 points there. And that, I believe, is the end of our game, ladies and gentlemen. The bumblebees are bigger. Our champions today, the Lynx, 130 to 100 points for the Leopards. Congratulations. A terrific game and a very, very close one. I'll tell you, studio audience, you've been terrific. How about a round of applause for our new champions, the Lynx? Huh? Weren't they wonderful? Very, very good stuff. Thank you for joining us at home. It's been terrific. Very close game. Tell me, Kyle, did you guess at that one or did you know it?
I knew that.
You knew it. Well, good for you guys. Good job. And I got to tell you, a lot of those questions were tough ones, but you really came along. And how about come on down here, and we'll all meet and shake hands and all the rest of it. Come on down. Good stuff. 130 to 100 points. My goodness.